All right, so let's take a look at some examples. It says identify the period of a sine or cosine function. So in order to identify the periods, remember that the period is, the formula is 2 pi divided by the absolute value of b. So we need to identify b. b is the value, the coefficient in front of x. So here b equals pi over 6. So we have 2 pi divided by pi over 6. And how do we divide fractions? Well, we keep the first one. We're going to actually turn it into a fraction and then multiply by the reciprocal of the second one. Okay, so here pi and pi cancel out, and we have 2 times 6, which is 12. So this function makes its full cycle in 12 units, over 12 units. Okay. Now I want you to try this one. Determine the period of the function g of x, which equals cosine of x divided by 3. And go ahead and try it. Pause here if you have to. One thing that I want to remind you is that x divided by 3 is the same as 1/3 x. And we are moving on. The next question is, what is the amplitude of the sinusoidal function f of x equals -4 sine x? Is the function stretched or compressed vertically? Okay, so the amplitude of the function equals the absolute value of coefficient A. Coefficient A here, that's what you see in front of the sine or cosine function, and that's -4. So A equals -4 for this function. So the amplitude is absolute value of -4 or +4. And we're going to say that the function is stretched vertically by a factor of 4. So it's gonna be basically stretched 4 times as much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if your regular sine function would just, you know, oscillate between -1 and 1 normally, this one will oscillate between 4 and -4. It's gonna be like this. Now it's going lower and lower in my graph. It should still has the same amplitude throughout. Now it will still go through the same points on the x-axis, like it will cross the x-axis in the same spot as the original one, and the maximums and minimums are gonna be for the same x values like this. It's just is gonna be stretched out. And I want you to try this problem. It says, what is the amplitude of the sinusoidal function f of x equals 1/2 sine x? Is the function stretched or compressed vertically? So again, the same question, and the function is 1/2 times sine x. Go ahead